Hello, all you bladers. Today we're doing an episode review of episode 28 of the semifinals in Beybladeburst Sparking. Eiger Akabane versus Lane Valhalla. Alright, so the episode kicks off into a scene with Eiger and Ranjiro saying about Eiger and his journey to become a good blader, and saying he wants to avenge Ranjiro since Lane broke his bay in episode 17, I believe. And then after that, he says, Hikaru never made it to the semifinals, so I'm gonna go cheer him up. And then he goes to their house, shows them Achilles, challenges Hikaru to a battle, but he sees them happily eating noodles, and he realizes they're not upset at all. Then he brings them to Achilles. He talks about Achilles and how he's now as strong and powerful as Achilles, and that his bond with Achilles is strong, and that they could be strong too. And then he goes to the trees and talks to them about his match. And then now we have the match, so Lane versus Eiger. So Eiger, before this, Volts and Rantaro sort of talk about if Eiger's gonna use sword mode or shield mode, and then Volts come on, it's Eiger, he's gonna use sword mode. And then they see him changing the mode, and he's not using any of them. Now this is something I think he really shouldn't have done. He has 3 modes basically on the layer. He has a shield mode, a sword mode, and a mode without any of them. So in Union Achilles, this mode was called power mode or speed mode, which is basically where we take off the swords. That's speed mode because it's faster, or you put on the swords, that's sword mode. But in Union Achilles, it was called power mode. So I assume this mode is faster, and maybe Eiger just wanted to finish things off quickly. And then he basically just keeps on attacking Lucifer, and as he goes on, you can kind of see that Lucifer's barrier is starting to shrink, which might be a sign of it weakening, but watch what happens next. So Lucifer's barrier is getting shorter, right? And then Achilles does a special move on him and knocks Lucifer into the air. Then Lucifer goes into the pocket and gains speed from that part on the side of the stadium, that little pit, right? But its barrier isn't wearing down yet, because it looks like, in real life, obviously, it's rubber and it's gonna wear down, but in the TV show, in the anime, it shrunk when Achilles was hitting it, but then when it got faster, the barrier opened more. So maybe it doesn't wear down. Maybe it just gets bigger and smaller. I don't really see the point of it getting smaller, though. I mean, I guess that's just to weaken Lucifer. Maybe that's its weakness. You have to wait for it to lose steam, then attack it, or something. But anyway, yeah, it gains speed, and then Achilles goes in with a special move, Infinite Attack. Lucifer gains speed and does Variant Wall, and guess what happens? Yeah, Eiger bursts. See, this battle doesn't really make sense. Obviously they're gonna make Lucifer win, but at least what I'm trying to say is they didn't make the battle nothing really happens. Even in the battle with Free and Louie versus Eiger, no, not Eiger, Free and Louie versus Hyuga and Vault, at least Hyuga winning there had something to do with it. Vault gave Hyuga such a boost that Vault burst, right? And then that gave Hyuga a big enough boost to knock them both out. But what happened this time? Lucifer gained speed and somehow he just burst Achilles? It doesn't make any sense. And also, another thing that doesn't make sense is, why did Eiger not choose sword mode? He knew, maybe he knew that Lane was onto him this time. Maybe he just wanted to attack it quickly, but I don't get it. How could just gaining speed lead to bursting Achilles that easily? It just, battles that are just this, like a Bey just wins. Like obviously if it's something like, I don't know, Iger and Boa, obviously Iger's gonna win. But if it's something like Lane and Iger, at least make the battle longer and make some sort of I forgot, climax. Yeah, climax. Make some sort of climax in the battle. Like something to make Lean win. Like I guess gaining speed is something, but it doesn't make it just. Why did they do the battle like that? And why did Iger have to choose speed mode? Why didn't he just go for sword mode? Or maybe he just could have gone in defense mode and went for an outspin, but that's not really Iger's way of blading. He just goes for the attack all the time. He goes on the defense when he's doubtful, but usually he just goes on the offensive. Anyway, yeah, Iger bursts, so Lane is definitely going to go in the finals. And so both of he's either going to be versing Volt or Hugo. And either way, his defense type has the advantage, but, it doesn't really matter if it has the advantage in real life or in the TV show, because, they say that defense types don't have stamina, but, Atomic and Orbit Metal have a lot of stamina, so does Kaiser Kerbeus and players like that, and then in the TV show, they just make the main characters win and try to make it fun, which is fine, it's fine, but, anyway... Yeah, and then you see in the episode preview Hugo punching through the air, getting excited. You see Volt and not Volt. You see Valtryek or Valkyrie. You see Valkyrie and Hyperion clashing in the center. My guess is they're probably obviously Volt's story is over. Sadly, I wish it wasn't. He was my favorite protagonist. Definitely my favorite protagonist. Not my favorite character, but my favorite protagonist by far. Iger was okay. Drum was just Volt was really good. But yeah, and I feel like they're just Volt is a legend blader and his first place according to the WBBA, but I feel like they're gonna make Volt win. They're gonna make Lane win the tournament just to make him seem more intimidating, and then they're gonna make Hyperion maybe get cracked by Volt or something, and then maybe Hyperion will get broken, or since Volt doesn't usually crack Beys, maybe Hugo will somehow make some excuse for Hugo to beat Volt, and then Lane cracks Hugo. That would make more sense since Lane is the protagonist. But what I'm confused about is how is Hugo gonna get his new Bey? Is he just gonna be oh, cool, Hugo upgraded his Bey, why don't I do it too? Or maybe, because from what we know of the parts, Hikaru Earth Helios has 2 Bs, so maybe it has something to do with Shu teaching him how to be better. That would be my guess, since Shu doesn't really have any role to play right now. I assume his role would just be like it is in Turbo, just to train Hikaru and Hyuga. But yeah, so just in summary, Iger wanted to avenge his friend Ranjiro. He tried to cheer Hyuga up. He talked to them about the way he blades and his journey to become as powerful as Achilles and become a worthy blader. And then he fought Lane. He burst for some reason. Doesn't really make any sense. And then we have the next episode, which is Volt versus Hugo. Now this is episode 29, which means that there's definitely going to be an episode 30, because there has to be the finals, obviously. My guess is they are probably going to do 52 episodes. Earlier, I thought that they were only going to do 26, just because they already released pretty much all the Beys. But hey, maybe they're releasing even more. Hopefully they'll bring back some of the old characters like Wakia, Daigo. I really want to see a new Daigo, Doomsizer. I really want to see a new Wyvern too, though they could simply just repeat Orbit Metal and type Hurricane. So, I really want to see a new Scalius too, though. That would be something. Maybe like a new Gaianon, maybe a new Dormitor. But yeah, I feel like Sparking is it's about done, but they've got like a couple, like maybe 20 more episodes or so to go through until Sparking ends, and then who knows what's gonna happen. There's rumors of a new series, but yeah, that's gonna wrap up this episode review. Like the video, subscribe, leave a comment so you don't miss the next video, hit that bell notification. Thank you for watching, and peace out.